Welcome to the Know Nothing Show with Alan Elkins and Rich Friedman, who have been in the legal profession for over 30 years and now want to share with you, the public. Hey, maybe they do know a little something. Join Alan and Rich by calling in at 888-565-1470 or watching them on elkinsandfriedman.com on Monday nights. And now, here's Alan Elkins and Rich Friedman.
Rich Friedman, still haven't changed my name, still Rich Friedman.
Listen, if truth be known, Richard and I got here about a minute ago. Literally, you
how
think?
about 30 seconds ago?
30 seconds ago. He was coming from the office one direction. He was coming south to the north, and I was out in Boca. I actually, as you can see by my dress, I didn't dress like this in the office today, although it might have been an improvement. But
because normally you wear a tie.
That's right. Normally I wear a tie with my T-shirt, but. Truth is, I had some wood flooring. My wife's out of town. In fact, it's interesting. She's in Japan right now.
But you know what I noticed? Every time your wife's out of town, you're not in the office for some reason.
Yeah, it's a coincidence, Richard. No, but the truth is, so I was having some wood floors installed, and I got to say, these guys were great, and I did shop around. I won't say I'm quite as cheap as you when it comes to shopping around, but I'm pretty damn cheap, if I can say damn cheap.
You can. But you know, I was just thinking,
What's that?
Michael Douglas's wife was out of town also.
Well, we can talk about that, but you see, Michael Douglas called a shout-out on the Emmys to his wife last night, and they're actually separated.
Right. She was in China, believe it or
She was
not.
in China.
Yeah,
it's
with
just
Nicole
what I saw.
Kidman and a couple other actors.
Yeah, and just we're getting off topic, but yeah, I read that in China that they're doing a lot of filming out there, and they're opening up. They're going to have I guess production facilities out there to do a lot of
the largest
filming.
sound stages in the world.
Yeah, and it makes sense. You got a lot of Chinese out there.
Yeah, they love movies.
They do love movies,
like the rest of us.
Anyway, so it's been really hectic. So we can talk about that. We can talk about Dolphins had a great performance yesterday. They just looked really good. Oh, we're getting here from I think we have a stinking Jet fan. I will remind him the Jets are only 2-1 and the Dolphins are 3-0 now.
And they're playing next Monday night.
They got a tough game next week. They got a tough game. They're playing New Orleans, which is a good team. I don't know who are the stinking Jets playing next week. Do you know? Tennessee? Yeah, they're okay. So we'll see. I will say, rookie quarterback for the Jets is doing a nice job. Mark Sanchez, you may as well wait tables. You're never going to get a job again. Anyway, playing football. You know, we just got here. I didn't have a chance to tidy, but whoever was here behind, there's some that looks like, I hope it's a food object there. I don't know if you can see it. Just sort of flick that away, Richard. Right, I don't know what that is.
Gave it right to Freddie.
Anyway, so we got that to talk about. Also, big announcement. I'm surprised you didn't say anything.
What happened?
I ended up cutting my hair. I really cut a lot. I made the decision I'm going to look like middle-aged guy again and not dye it. I'm going to stop the hair dye for a while.
So that's your natural color?
No, it's about one cut away from my natural color. It doesn't look bad, but it's kind of like it's, I don't know what, it's kind of a mishmash little color.
So you're not going to dye your hair anymore?
But no, you know, the girl that cuts her hair, the one Kelsey, I ain't afraid of no ghosts, that was on here before.
Yep.
I called her up. She couldn't come to the house to cut and dye it. So I said, Kelsey, I'm tired. It's getting a little long. I'm just going to go and get a cut. Got to cut at one of these places. And she did a nice job, and I said, you know what? Cut it short. For the winter, I'm going to turn white to match the winter season.
You're going to be all gray.
So yeah, it'll
I can't
be
wait.
Interesting. I know.
Finally, you look older than me.
And then, you know, in another insult to injury, I didn't tell you, I went to the eye doctor last week. I hadn't been there. Same guy that you use.
I hope you didn't make a spectacle of yourself.
It's very good. That got a laugh from the audience.
On the laugh, it went up to like
the
5,
laugh,
I think.
Yeah, it's about a 5 out of a 10. Yeah. But when I see the guy, you know, he's doing a great eye exam, and then he looks at me and says, Alan, you know, one of your eyelids is hanging lower than the other.
Really?
And
Which one?
I go, yeah, the left one. And I said, thanks for
your
left
left or my left?
Yeah, my left. He says the excess skin. So he says, you really need to get your eyes done. So this is the eye doctor. Now, I don't know if it's a coincidence, but he says, I had my eyes done, and I love this guy. He's a local plastic surgeon, and he goes, I don't get anything from it, but you ought to call him.
Right, and he doesn't get anything from it.
And as I'm leaving, he has the number. He just happens to have the guy's number on a business card there. So
he didn't try to sell you the Botox?
Yes, I don't know. No Botox, but that's next. If I come in, you know, getting the eyes done, you know, I don't know. So we'll see. All right, so listen. Okay, we talked about the Dolphins look good. We touched briefly upon the Emmys. I don't know if you watched it last night with a little football. It was all right.
No,
you know,
it was
by and
okay,
large.
but I read some of the criticism. Like there was just too much singing and dancing and music, and they kind of cut off the winners' speeches.
You know what I read? The biggest criticism, though, was when they do the memoriams of people that have passed away.
Yeah.
They didn't give. They did a little bit for the guy at Glee, who's basically
Corey,
who won nothing.
Right.
But Jack Klugman, who won three Emmy awards,
They didn't do anything.
They just the regular, and then who else? Somebody else passed away. That they
There's a lot
didn't
of
do
people
very
passed
much
away
for
this year.
Yeah, but I don't know. And you kind of think about, I kind of get it. It said his kid was insulted that the one guy who took his own life, and then, Jack Klugman, who legitimately was a pretty well-known guy for a long period of time. So, anyway, I watched some of that. I couldn't take it all, but I will say Breaking Bad, which I touted last week. Oh, my God. Last episode ever. Just a great episode.
We have a caller?
Caller,
I think it's the wrong number.
It must be. Let's see our caller. I didn't even
They may
get the
be
number.
calling the deli down the street.
888-565-1470. All right, if it's a fake caller, we'll goof on him. All right, put the call through. Hello, Mr. Caller or Mrs. Caller. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, and who would you be, Mr. Caller?
I'm Herb from New York.
You are who from York?
Herb.
Wait, a little louder because I'm going deaf. Did you say you're from Paris?
No. Yeah, originally from Paris, but I'm calling from New York.
From New York.
All right, what do you got to say there, Mr. New Yorker? Don't tell me you're going to talk about those stinking Jets.
No, yeah. Yeah, I wanted to make a comment about Tina, but first of all, I would like to say that...
About Tina? You're talking about our idiotic... our assistant Tina?
No.
What Tina are you talking about?
I'm talking about the Fina face. Tina, Tina,
Oh, Tina Fey.
Oh, Tina Fey.
Yeah, I
are
like
you gonna
Tina Fey.
wait a minute, caller? Are you gonna refer to the nipple slip?
That's correct.
Ah, see, I
slip,
knew.
yeah.
Okay, I have a filthy caller just like me. Now, did you look at it? Did you see the picture?
Yes, I have it right here.
Sorry, I didn't even see it.
On my computer.
Yeah, listen, for all the guys that are out there that are looking, that are kind of like, horn dogs like me, the best site, far and away, in caller, let me see if you know this, but is Egotastic. Are you familiar with that site?
Yes.
Oh, all right. You are like me, caller. All right.
What happened with Tina Fey? Tell the audience about Tina Fey.
Tell us about Tina Fey.
So let me, I want to add just something is that, first of all, the show that you guys are providing, it's very, very interesting, and I think that people...
Interesting? My grandmother can be interesting. Is it good, though? Is it good? Interesting?
Let him keep talking. What
all
else?
right, go ahead, caller.
Well, yeah, as I was saying, is that it's a very interesting show, and I think has to attract more and more people. So...
have you listened to our shows in the past?
Oh, yeah. It's been close to a month and a half ago that I've been following it, and for some reason it sounded interesting, so I'm making everyone here in New York to watch it.
Well,
Excellent.
let me give you an example, caller. Now, tell me if this is the kind of story, because we've had a debate about this. I like the things that, that Howard Stern might talk about, or even not. But, for instance, I'm going to get to an article, and here it is. Man bites neighbor's penis, quote, like a sandwich. Now, is that something that you find interesting?
No.
Oh, jeez. All right. Is there anybody else
Me
on the
either.
line? So listen.
Don't hang up on somebody that's complimenting
All
us.
right, let me try another one on you. Dayton attorney,
so
highest...
I have to say,
yeah.
I have a very limited time. I have to say thank you so much, and thank you guys for providing everything over, and keep it up, and,
Last question. Are you really originally from Paris? You're a Frenchman?
Yes.
Oh, I love Nice.
yeah.
Did you see where I was in Nice and did a show from Nice?
Yeah, I know, but I'm from Paris. We don't.
Well, I
really
love
like
Paris, too. I was there in January. Love Paris.
Okay. All right.
All right, keep listening, listener. Hopefully we'll still be on the air. All right, thanks for
calling in. We appreciate the phone call.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right.
That was nice.
Yeah, it was nice.
Fred, you didn't pay anything to call in, right? Okay.
Richard, is that your relative?
No.
I swear, we don't know.
That was nice, an unsolicited compliment.
It is, but Mr. Frenchman, I still like this article. Man bites neighbor's penis like a sandwich. I think we should get to this story. It's too good not to. Richard,
What else you got?
Don't go soft on me now, so to speak. All right, come on. You don't want me to do this story?
No, go on to something else.
Oh, Richard, what are you going to say?
You heard one of those stories, you heard a million of
Look,
them.
I even have a picture. Look at that.
Let
Look
me
at
see.
those teeth.
All right,
All
fine.
right, Richard
Okay.
wants to
All right,
hear it.
please.
Here's the story.
Give me the abbreviated version, please.
Jason Martin, 41, has been found guilty of biting the penis of his neighbor, Richard Henderson, during an argument over loud Xbox music. Henderson apparently sent Martin a text asking him to turn the music down. A fight escalated when Martin, who has only one tooth,
Well, how many do you need?
Look, if you're gonna have one, you may as well just pull them all. Go for it's like a guy with a little bit of hair.
Right.
Just go the distance. Go
Yeah.
bald. What's the sense of having just a little bit there? All right, here we go. Henderson apparently sent Martin text asking him to turn down the music. The fight escalated in person when Martin, who has only one tooth, bit Henderson's penis so hard it required stitches. It says Henderson only admitted. Let me see what it says here. To grabbing, quote, bits and bobs. I don't know what that means. He thought he was grabbing bits and bobs while defending himself in court, yet the jury found him guilty following the hearing. So there we go. I'm sorry, but when I see a guy that looks less teeth than Mike Tyson biting penises, we can't ignore that story, Richard.
So let's all thank you for that story.
So getting back to, we were starting to talk about the Emmys. The only thing I'll say, Breaking Bad won Best Show, which I think it should have.
Right.
And I'm trying to think who won for Best Comedy. You remember who won for Best
Is that
Comedy?
Colbert?
Well, the Roger Colbert Show did win, unseating John. I'm losing my mind here.
But
unseating his president, Jon Stewart. Yeah, I think he had won something like 10 years straight. Oh, I know. Boy, listen to this, hemming and hawing. I guess I should have this written out beforehand. But Modern Family won Best Comedy.
Yep.
And anyway, all right, moving enough entertainment talk. Monday Night Football really wasn't too exciting. I got to say, Pittsburgh's in a world of trouble already. They're in jeopardy of not making the playoffs at this point, only into the third game of the season. But now, moving on to articles.
Yes.
Next thing, we talk about attorneys behaving badly, and this kind of comes under this
and there's
category.
Never a shortage of that.
Never a shortage. Here's one. You'll appreciate this. This is out of actually Dayton, Ohio. There's a guy there named Ben Swift, and what he does is some indigent work. Sometimes the court system will appoint certain attorneys to cover certain things. It says that this guy raked in $142,945 in appointed counsel fees. It said he was number one in the state for representing people who can't afford to hire an attorney. He gets appointments from the court. Now, they go, he's probably billing more than humanly possible. And what it went on to say, I have to find this here, it said that he was charging...
That's the key, a human and an attorney. Sometimes they don't go together.
Very good. It said, and I want to get this quote, it said he would have had to have worked around the clock for 12 hours a day, 365 days. And now that I'm looking at it, and this guy's claiming, we roughly put in 10, 11-hour work days, which I don't believe for a second. And it said here, I wish I could find it here. It's an abusive system. But the bottom line is, and I don't see it, I guess I had another version of the article. It said he would have had to have worked, here it is, an average of 9 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days straight.
Did they pay him for his fees, or they?
I don't know whether he billed for it, whether or not he got it, but I say this guy qualifies as a stinking weasel. I'm not saying there aren't hardworking attorneys, although I was off today, but you were there pulling your weight.
But of course, you're probably blaming the secretary for making a couple of
7
mistakes.
days a week, 365 days. So, sir, I say you are a stinking weasel. I don't believe it for a second. All right. Now,
what else you got?
What else I got? Okay, this was another kind of attorney-related article. Listen to this caption. It says, New Jersey judge is told to make a choice. He had to choose between a career in comedy and being a lawyer.
I heard about that one. That's unbelievable. And it went to the Supreme Court or the Appellate Court of the state.
Well, here it is.
And they said they had a right to force him to leave the bench.
Yeah, this guy was a judge, a New Jersey municipal judge who's an established stand-up comedian and actor. He resigned Thursday after the state Supreme Court ruled he can't moonlight as an entertainer. Well, I got news for you. Half of these judges are moonlighting as judges. Well,
Okay.
Actually, they're not moonlighting as judges. They don't even act like judges. But here it is. Here's a hard-working guy. He's got a second career as a stand-up comedian. I say let him tell jokes.
I don't see what's wrong with it.
I don't either.
You know, it's two separate lives. One has nothing to do with the other, and he's not doing anything illegal or immoral.
I totally agree. It says the High Court released a unanimous opinion that said his acting and comedy career is incompatible with the judicial conduct codes and essentially gave him a choice of doing one or the other. And I say, hats off to you, funny man. I think you made the right choice. But you know what this guy deserves? He deserves a TV show where he can be a judge on TV and
like
crack
Judge
jokes.
Judy or something like that. He could
Yeah,
do one
like
of those.
Judge Judy with a sense of humor. You know, this guy's 44 years old, and I'm reading as a stage name. I say use your real name. It says his name is Vince August. He carved out a career as a comic and actor working on network television in the New York City comedy clubs. Maybe our French friend has seen him. If you are Mr. French friend, maybe you can call us back in or call us next week and let us know. And I say I see nothing wrong with it, but the state ethics board said that he needs to quit. So, and you know, here, this is interesting.
Yes.
It says he's a member of the Screen Actors Guild and other performer unions, and it says his entertainment work is only paying him about $13,000 a year. Oh no, that's his part-time judge salary. So, how much worse could he be doing in comedy? Guess he could
He's
be
a
doing,
part-time
right?
judge.
Yeah, he's a part-time judge. He must be like one of those traffic guys.
Yeah.
Doing something like that.
Interesting.
So much for the funny man. Now, are we up against a break yet? Should we do a break here? Let's see what time it is here. We're 6:18. Yeah, let's do a break real quick, and we'll be right back.
Great. We'll be right back, so don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.
Life is so overwhelming right now. The emotional and financial challenges are too much. More debt than you can possibly handle? Facing divorce or other family law problems? Injured and don't know where to turn? Where can I get solid, affordable legal guidance? At Elkins & Friedman, an experienced lawyer will explain options and treat you with humanity. They help people throughout Central and South Florida solve these problems. This is a law firm you can trust, and they actually pick up the phone. They have a 30-year track record of positive results, and they make legal costs manageable for people from all walks of life. Make the call, 1-800-992-1277, or visit them on the web at elkinsandfriedman.com. When you visit, you might even meet Tiffany, the office mascot. Elkins & Friedman, take the intimidation and worry out of getting the legal help you really need. Call today, 1-800-992-1277, and begin to make sense of your life.
Okay.
We are back, and we were just thrilled with our phone call from New York. We want to urge anybody that's streaming and either watching us or listening to us, the number's 888-565-1470.
Yeah, call me and comment about anything that we're talking about.
That would be
We'd love to hear your feedback and get your opinions on these things.
You will make us extremely happy. All right, just prior to going on the air, actually the gentleman who has the show after us told us about a story he was familiar with. And again, it's a penis story. I guess we're known for penis stories. And here's the story. Penis amputated after a Viagra overdose. An aging Romeo apparently... and it says he's a farmer, 66-year-old farmer, was taken to the hospital after he maintained an erection, Richard, for several days. Several days. I'm happy with several minutes. Several days. What are you kidding? Says the aging Romeo has repeatedly had to have his penis amputated after overdosing on Viagra to impress his girlfriend. Now, I got to ask you, if there are any women out there, comment. Would you be impressed with a Lothario who had an erect penis for days. I really would like to know. I think, at least speaking from experience, my wife can't be happier when the deed is done. You know, she's like jumping for joy.
Well, tell her to call up, give her our number,
Well,
and
that's
have her
right.
call.
She's in Japan now, otherwise she'd call. But if you're a woman, I mean, what's the appropriate amount of time to go? I'd love to hear one woman on the air before we leave. 888-565-1470. Call us up and let us know what you think. But anyway, this guy intentionally took more than the recommended dose of the drug to woo his partner. The 66-year-old farmer is said to have suffered an erection for several days before being forced to go to the hospital in pain. Says, I took the medicine on Saturday at 7 o'clock at night, but by 9 I was in so much pain I had to ask my neighbor to take me to the hospital. When I got there, they said there's nothing they could do, so I went home. Now, when you get home and you have an erect penis, what do you do? I mean, what do you do? Says he suffered for a while, couldn't cope anymore, got on the bus to go to a bigger hospital.
A bigger hospital.
Like a bigger penis, bigger hospital.
What city was this again?
It was somewhere in, I don't know, somewhere south of the border.
South of the border.
It says when I got there, there's nothing they could do. And I suffered for a while, couldn't take anymore. On arrival at the infirmary, the doctors told him that the only option was amputation. So the inflammation and gangrene that began to develop would stop spreading to other parts of his body.
So the drug company's going to have to put that warning on their bottles.
So in reverse, for guys whose women want them to go longer, now the excuse is, I don't want any gangrene, honey. 2 minutes, go take care of yourself. Have a nice evening.
Oh, boy.
Says the patient showed bruising also on the testicles, but he is recovering well. Anyway, let's see. He paid around 2,500 Colombian pesos for the pills. Well, we don't need to know that. So let me see. Well, it says what Viagra does. Now, Richard, you've never had a problem in the that department, have you?
No.
Never? No? Because it says you got to be careful. You get heart attacks, heart arrhythmia, or even deaths for men using Viagra. So,
wow.
What can I tell you? But that's a fascinating story. All right, we've had enough penis stories for the evening, so Richard. Although you like them, I say no more penis stories tonight.
Maybe we can even go a whole 2 weeks without one.
There's no chance of that, Rich.
All right.
Now, I have a couple serious articles, but I like this. You know how I like playing? We like playing games where you have to guess things.
Yes.
And I'm still waiting
I'm very good at that, you know.
I'm still waiting for a woman caller. It could be a guy caller too, I suppose. 888-565-1470.
Okay.
Call us up in the remaining minutes. I'm not going to troll and beg for calls, Richard, but we'll try to get one more call.
They don't call.
Otherwise, I'll talk like this, Richard, and I'll pretend. All right. So here it is. It says, who is the most likable celebrity in a survey that came out? Okay, the most likable celebrity.
So this could be somebody in movies or TV?
It could be anybody in the entertainment business. Who do you think is the most likable?
It's not Mel Gibson, right?
No, that's on the hate list.
Well, give me a hint. Is it TV or movies?
I'm really hot for this girl. If you had to say to me, what's one actress that you're really hot for? She's too young. I'm not going to date her, but I think she's attractive. She can be funny. No, I don't like Miley Cyrus. No, just take that little butt out of there, twerk it somewhere else. No, okay. I don't even want you to guess. Although she's part of actually a couple of franchises.
Franchises?
I'll tell you what. Okay, one of them. Boy, I can't wait to get out of here to eat because I am.
Because I am.
Begins with an H.
Hungry?
Hunger Games. You know who stars in the Hunger Games? Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, Jennifer Lawrence.
So she's a hottie.
Actress. Yep.
And again, if our French friend's still listening, to give you an idea of the type of perv I am, on that same, it was actually on another site where they spray actresses with spray paint, but they're really naked. But I guess they can show those on websites. Anyway, Jennifer Lawrence also in the X-Men.
Right.
Okay, she plays one of the characters, and in there, when she goes into character, she's spray painted. She's a hot girl. And again, I don't want to sound like a pig, but I am a pig.
You're old enough to be her father,
daddy. That's right. So Jennifer Lawrence might be the girl. Actually, I take it back, Rich. Jennifer Lawrence might be the girl everyone wants as their friend, but it turns out this year she's only number 2.
So who's number
1? Okay, let me see if you can guess this.
Okay, give me a hint.
This woman actually dresses probably more like a dude than a woman.
Oh, she's not on Fox News, is she?
No, they're all beautiful on Fox News. I watch Fox News. Every one of those women are
one
gorgeous.
Or two, but okay.
Except Greta, maybe, but everybody.
Well, you mentioned that, not me.
All right, but here we go. So think, she's got a daytime talk show, very popular.
A daytime talk show.
I know.
Oh, Ellen DeGeneres?
Yeah, let's go ahead and play. That's right. We have the audience. You have 3 minutes left. All right, let me see if we can get anybody else here. The rest are going to be hard, but
okay.
We're going to shout it out. I'm going to give you initials of another one. Okay. Now, this one has been in a Spider-Man movie as a love interest. She's actually a really good actress. Her initials, she was in the Scarlet Letter. Her initials are E and S.
E and S.
Do you ever play the game rock, scissors, paper? Right. Yeah. Well, what's like a rock? It's another word for a rock.
Stone?
Yeah.
Emma Stone.
Emma Stone. Very good, Richard. There we go. All right. This one is she's on TV right now. She was also the female lead in Elf. Yeah, she has a show with a couple guys. She's not old, but she's. What's the opposite of old?
Young.
No. What's the opposite of old?
Young.
Okay, if something you drive an old car as opposed to a
new car.
Okay, new
car.
No, new actress.
New actress.
Okay. Don't have a clue? Zoe's her first name. Deschanel. You ever watch that show? She's actually a cute girl.
Yeah, I think I know you're talking about.
All right, well, we'll move on. She came in sixth. This one you'll never guess. This is a black female singer who's been in. She actually was on a Simon Cowell show. I think she came in runner-up or she came in fourth. Singer. She was also on Broadway. In fact, I think she won a Tony Award.
Okay.
Okay, I'll give you the initials. J and H.
J and H.
This one's tough. She has the same first name as the actress from before, Jennifer Lawrence. So, Jennifer.
Oh, Jennifer.
River in New York?
Hudson.
Yeah, Jennifer Hudson. All right. Why don't I just hand them to you? The last one, all right, this is a cute Jewish broad, okay?
Really? Okay.
She was also in a Marvel as a love interest for Thor. You know who that was?
Thor.
Natalie
Portman.
Yeah. All right. This game, I realized, would be a lot more fun with more people, huh? Who's number one? Who is number one? It was Ellen DeGeneres.
I got
Ellen DeGeneres
is number one.
Yeah, and then another one they had on there was Anna Kendrick. I don't know if you know who she is. She also sings movie, talented actress, sings, dances, does it all. Well, unfortunately, Rich, another show is about to come to an end. I had a serious article about a nuke that almost fell on North Carolina in 1961. Did you hear about this?
No, but save that for next week because that sounds like an interesting story.
It's a crazy story. Bomb. Actually, well, there's the music. We will have to save it. We were almost, Eastern
Just like
Seaboard
the music in the
gone.
Emmys last night. When you hear that music, you got to stop talking.
That's right. It's time to quit talking.
All right.
Well, everybody, it's been a pleasure. Please join us next week. And Mr. New York guy, thanks for calling in. Try to get your friends to call in if you like us, want us to stay on the air.
Everybody should call in. Give us your feedback. So we'll see you next Monday, 6 o'clock right here. And our
we're
phone number, of course, is on the screen. So please give us a call next week.
Call us. We want your accident case.
We'll talk to you then. That's right. So again, the Elkins and Friedman Show. Say goodnight, Alan.
Good night, Richard.
See you next week. Bye-bye.
You have been listening to the Elkins and Friedman Know Nothing Show, where maybe you learned a little something today. To reach their offices, call 954-772-6014 or toll free 1-800-992-1277. Tune in again next time for more Elkins and Friedman.